Well, hey. Let's see if I can do it this way. Welcome to your Oracle meditation. Oops, sorry. Light your candle. Find your spot and just start breathing. Start breathing, start connecting to your thoughts. Not to your thoughts, I'm sorry, to your breath. Welcome to your Oracle meditation. What you see here is not a complete mess. For those of you that have been here with me before, you will look at this and understand that we are in the Gemini, leaving the Gemini constellation, going into the Cancer constellation. The moon is at a crescent, waning crescent. And when it's in a waning crescent moon, it is telling us that it is time for self-care. That's it. When the moon and the phases of the moon move, we move into another chakra. We are now sitting in the 8th phase of the moon, which brings us into perfect harmony. Every cycle of the moon correlates with being in the time of self-care. We have all the energy that we need to enjoy it. We have work directly associated with our body, with our survival in our root chakra, giving us that support, that foundation. Moving to the sacral chakra. Yeah, the sacral chakra. I got these backwards. And these all directly associate with our emotions, our intimacy, giving us that creative beginning. Next, we get into the solar plexus. The 3rd phase of the moon. The solar plexus gives us that personal power, that control. Don't stop breathing. It will help allow this information to sink in. We moved on the 4th phase to the 4th chakra, giving us that forgiveness, that compassion, helping us open up to that unconditional love of oneself and others. As we moved through each chakra, we moved to the throat chakra. We celebrated the full moon, and the throat chakra helped us open up to our self-expression, helping us give us our voice, because we know what our purpose is. We know the meaning of what we want in our life. Moving on to the next one, we opened up the 3rd chakra to see and use our psychic ability and listen to our intuition, to allow the truth to set you free. We're now moved on into the crown chakra. The crown chakra harmonizes our wisdom, focuses our wisdom, our selflessness, knowing and putting ourselves first with love and peace and forgiveness. Now, in the waning crescent moon, asking us, creating that self-care. Now that we are in perfect harmony, how do you nurture yourself? This is what the moon asks us. The moon asks us how and why. Cancer offers us that nurturing, offering us that getting deeper out of that protective shell. Represents the heart or the chest or the breast in our body. The breast have always been that source of nurturing. I put the lungs in here because I have 2 here, so I needed to balance it out. But remember, we are connected through breath, so don't stop breathing. When you light your candle, you connect to breath, you connect to Mother Earth. And it is time to check in and receive her blessings. Take those baby steps of meditation. Sit with me and work on clearing your thoughts. If this introduction intrigued you, you're called to do something greater, to move through the constellations. We are leaving the constellation Gemini, represented in our arms, releasing what no longer serves us. Mercury opening up our communication. Know that we are all walking a red road to the sacred mountains, to the unobstructed view of the top. Work through breath with me and start imagining, truly learning how to control your thoughts, your words, and your actions. All by learning and practicing breath, time. So let's go to the next step. If this has intrigued you, let's do a body scan. A body scan will not only help connect us, but it will also help relax us and ease into our imagination. So those of you that know what you're doing, go. Imagine that there is a hoop that is connected to your breath. Inhale, let that hoop go high. Exhale, let it sink down gently. Relaxing your forehead, closing your eyes, relaxing your jaw, your neck. Release your tongue, your throat, each little vertebrae, your shoulders. Inhale, let it go all the way back up, as high as you can go. Imagine it takes you. Exhale, let it sink. This time, let it create a bubble in its wake. That bubble, that's our transportation. That hoop, that's your relaxation. Think. Concentrate. All the way up. If you're one of those speeders, go ahead and do it again. Repeat the process until you sink into the darkness and the frequency changes. This is where we harmonize everything. Come on. Sink. Use your imagination and sink to that frequency, that harmony. It's okay. Know that you were called here, specifically chosen, ironically by the algorithm. Remember, the truth is going to find you. So follow the directions. Follow that curiosity that will lead you here and sink into the darkness. Be reminded that in the darkness, that's where we find each other. Come on. Just a few more times. Do you feel that heaviness? Your mind will remember the frequency of connection because we are a frequency. One last time. And when you've reached the end, tie off your bubble, tie off your hoop, create a string or a rope or a ribbon or a vine. Feel the connection with Mother Earth. Find that frequency. Imagine, all through imagination. When you breathe, consciously breathe, and you use that imagination, you open up a pineal gland. Pineal gland's that tiny little center in your brain. No, I think it's in the front. Anywho, it's the keeper of your imaginations, and your imaginations offer that sense of curiosity, opens up that sense of wonder. You found it. You found the loophole that brought you here. So now we are being asked, how can you nurture yourself? What is your self-care ritual? How can you help yourself? Let's find out. These are oracle cards. Oracle cards have been used for hundreds of thousands of years, not for malicious purpose, but to add more of a action plan for the day. Each one is a direction, a sign, a symbol, and a synchronicity, an ancestor, an animal, a soul coaching that helps us navigate our soul, knowing what we are healing. Stop and listening to our intuition and our tribe. Start listening to your tribe. So come, journey with me through imagination, and let's start this journey here. The direction that we start our day in. Number 1, the pipe. Creating that inner peace, knowing that our prayer has been answered. If you can't see that, zoom out. Stop. Relax. Make peace with yourself. Know that this is a peace offering for you to sit and create that self-care, to release what no longer serves you, to use your words wisely and ask yourself why. How can I nurture myself? The sign, the symbol, the synchronicity that we get, the rainmaker. The rainmaker steps forward to remind us that we need to clear our thoughts, clear our ways, and get back into the flow. It is time to get into the flow of self-care, of the moon, grandmother moon, helping you balance out your emotions. Right now, we are sitting in the perfect frequency, directly associated with our wisdom, our peace. We are the light in the world. Here in the dark, this is where we tune that frequency and tune our vibration of light. Our ancestor that steps before us, telling us that we should live our best life. Don't judge the card. Can you say that he pulled himself out of nothing and made himself something, doing it his way? Did you agree with it? Maybe not. We're not here to judge that. We're all human. But he did live his best life. To an imbalance, but you're here to, he was sent to us to be the example, to remind us to live your best life. Animal that steps before us, telling us once again, follow the flow. Let the rain wash away what no longer serves us. Sit by the river. Sit by the flow of emotions and ask yourself, how can I create a ritual of joy, a ritual of self-care? Remember, the duck looks calm on the top and paddling like hell on the bottom. But you were designed for it. You were designed to allow things to fly right off of you, to get back into the curiosity of music, of enjoyment, of your life, knowing that you are the co-creator. And just you, by you doing you, you create a frequency of joy for the rest of us, because we are all an orchestra, a frequency, listening to our soul coaching, telling us once and for all, make that commitment to yourself. These are the mountains that we climb, to the top of the mountain to get that unobstructed view of our journey, to zoom out, knowing that our prayers have been answered and it is time to create that inner peace. No longer struggling to get up the mountain. We've made it. Get back into the flow, create a new flow. Live your best life. You only get one. Know that we are all on a soul, on healing our innocence. It is time to return home. These are the bubbles we started with in the beginning of the meditation. Yeah, these are the baby steps of meditation. Through your imagination. But you need to commit. Make this a practice. Come home to your true home, here in the darkness with your true family, your true vibration, who's just asking you to stop and listen to your intuition, telling you, explore the fullness of your potential. Not through, I don't want to insult anything. Everything is necessary. Do it your way. But know that there is more out there. Follow the river. It will lead to the waterfalls that will lead to abundance and filling up your cup. But you must explore and not be afraid of the dark or be afraid of your emotions. This is what Grandmother Moon is for, to help us follow the process. Tune into the podcast. Know that here you will learn to wield your magic, to sit in the moon phases so you don't feel overwhelmed or lost, knowing that you are part of a tribe. Find that sacred courage. It's inside of you, always, with you. That shadow you see, that is your sacred courage. Do not be afraid of it. They want us to think that the things in the dark that go bump in the night are negative. This is our protection at night. We are the light that creates the shadow, that calls in our tribe. You are the light that we follow, the sun, the star. Make that commitment. Follow us and celebrate as we hit the top of the mountain. Follow the flow. Live your best life. Know that the rainmaker is here to create that flood of opportunity, to remind you that your prayers have been answered. Now it's your choice to create that inner peace that you've been asking for. The energy is telling us to create a self-care ritual, to ask yourself how you will create that time, I guess, or how you want to do it. Follow your heart. Know that anything that connects you back to breath will help penetrate and balance you out, helping release what no longer serves you, giving you that voice and that clarity of Gemini, to be reminded that you are a blessing. So come, hold on. Got one more thing to do. Now that we are physically relaxed, gotten connected to our breath, received a message, now let's do a session of EFT. EFT is emotional freedom technique. This is where we allow our body to release what no longer serves it. Our Control-Alt-Delete button. It may not delete the whole system, but little by little, we are able to release and repair by receiving a message that we can work with. So do me a favor, find that area on your hand where you will do a karate chop right in here. So if you're lefty, whatever, tap. You can switch sides and tap. Next, find that area on your eyebrow, that third eye area. Tap and repeat this phrase. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Tap the side of your eye. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Tap under your eye. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Tap under your nose. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Tap your chin. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Slide down your throat to the beginning of your collarbone. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Tap the side of your arm and repeat. My commitments, not the side of your, under your arm. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. Tap the top of your head. Let this message sink in. Know that you are the keeper of all that you can and cannot do. Get back into the flow of things. Don't push so hard. It's not time to swim upstream. This is the time to make the commitment, to stand tall, not to hesitate, to give your word, keep your promise, and your word becomes law in your universe. Allow your commitments to increase your joy and freedom. so that you may live your best life. Get back into the flow of things. Simply come home and explore your fullness. Explore your sacred courage to truly ask yourself the right questions at the right time and know that you have the answer. So, thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to the call. Know that the message is getting out there. Know that you are a blessing. So please continue to like, subscribe, and to most of all, to strengthen our message of connection, our strengthen our connection, strengthen our tribe. Thank you for practicing your medicine. So if you're ready, take a few deep breaths. Just a few. Use your clairaudience. Use your ears to go back. Welcome back. You did it. Just like that. So once again, thank you for being here. I'm the Medicine Woman, here to present you with your Oracle meditation for today. Be reminded that you are a blessing in the world and the co-creator of your world. Meditation starts with the baby steps of breath work and imagination. Because you are the key that unlocks the door to all that you want. Drop your fear at the door. Start asking yourself the right questions of how you can provide yourself self-care so that you may live your best life. Make that commitment to increase your joy and freedom. So, if you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, open your eyes to all of your magic. You are a blessing in this world, so I offer you more blessings to you, to me, and to all that listen.